Okay, this is Aaron again with Exalted Lamb 1. I have my latest video. I can't wait to get out to you here. I'm super excited. And this is going to be some massive information about a 30-second commercial and a lot of accoutrement. Okay, so basically, it's going to be close to about a 2-hour video, and it depends on how much I segue into other things. I'm going to try not to. But as far as covering the time frame here, my previous 3 videos do that, so I'm going to have links in the description box of all 3 videos. Please check those out if you can. First would be better. Then you can see kind of what's going on, and then if you want to see the timeline and everything, that will be pinned to the top of comments on this video, and then it's also in the last 3 videos as well. So you can see all the dates going from basically Halloween and the 1st of November, the pre-day and the first day, all the way to November 15th, and how that all works and everything, and all the things I'm saying, can possibly happen. So, and as I've said before, 6 months, basically 7 months before the Queen's demise, I've said that she would die, and then basically I was only in September. I was only off by 7 days of her death, because it ends up being the 8th day instead of the first day, and now I'm adjusting for that, and this is all coming in line. This is so crazy. You won't believe what's on this video, okay? It's amazing. So stick with me this whole time up until the end, because there's some incredible stuff that's going to be building up. I'm going to have some good stuff in the beginning, middle, and end, and it's going to blow your mind out the back of your head, okay? Incredible stuff. I cannot wait to get to this. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, here we go. Boom. So, as I've said before in my previous videos, the Rule of Kal-El is a Freemasonry rule. You can read it here. Go ahead and read this if you want to pause it or not. It states that one can be taken away or added. I'm just going to take it away here and there at times. I don't really ever add it, because people probably consider that a cheat, even though it does say that in there. It seems like a cheat, but it's not. It's one of their rules that they do. And then I also want to cover that 4, again, I want to cover this because I covered this in my previous videos. Also, if you want to slow me down, because I'm going to be going a little bit fast, you go to the top and you see those 3 dots, or there's sometimes a little arrow at the bottom right below this video, and you can open up the description, or well, I think it's the dots at the top or something, and then you can basically go to the bar that slows me down or speeds me up. Some people speed me up and listen to me faster and in a shorter amount of time, so you can do that. If you don't know how to do that, it should be as simple as that, but then ask somebody. Anyway, so 4 equals 2 plus 2, so it's hiding 22, and then 6 equals 2 plus 2 plus 2, or hiding 222, or in a sense this year, 2022, okay? And also 0 is hiding O. So for example, if you were to say Hawaii's area code, which is 808, most people say 808, like I do. Sometimes I say zeros. Actually, I say zeros a lot because I don't want to do what they program us to do. So, but sometimes I just say, oh, anyway. And that's all to deceive people. And because 0 is hiding O, which has a value of 15, and 1 plus 5 is 6. So it's hiding that. It's also hiding the year, which is 6. And then that's 222. Okay, so that being said, here we go. Boom. So this is my definition of predictive programming. I've seen a lot of them. And over the years, I think I've become an expert on this subject matter. I believe I have. I'm just being real. The Lord just said to me recently, you know this stuff. You can speak on it really well. You know what you're talking about because I've trained you. I'm like, okay, great. Yeah, so I'm going to talk like, so this is my, a lot of different things have come together to form this and my own understanding about this. So predictive programming is a subtle form of psychological conditioning woven into the fabric of all mass media, designed to subconsciously program and or consciously acquaint the public with pre-planned societal changes, ideas, or events. These changes, ideas, or events eventually become reality, largely because the public over time has already become programmed and are familiarized with them, accepting them as natural progressions, quote unquote, right? Thus, eliminating virtually all possible public resistance, commotion, or investigation. This is all the plan to move society the way they want and to eventually come to one world government, one world religion, one world dictator, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I think I could cover in this video, but I'm just going to go right on to cover what I want to cover. Okay, so, and then this, I have a channel on Telegram. I'm going to include a link in the description box as well if you want to get on Telegram to see my notifications and things, and also post things sometimes with Gematria and things like that to show what's going on. Also, when things start to really turn south, YouTube might not be available at all, so Telegram could be still available, and so that's there. And so on my channel, I literally have my motto, which is having no part in the worthless deeds of darkness, but instead exposing them, Ephesians 5:11, which is kind of funny because 11:5 is the day I'm saying. Not only is my daughter's birthday, and she's extremely prophetic and had so many dreams about the rapture and things like that, but also that's the day 5:11 that my twins came home from the hospital, and it's just very prophetic and everything. So this is what I'm doing. I'm not being a part of it. I'm exposing it as I'm commanded to, as I'm supposed to be a watchman according to Ezekiel as well, 33. So anybody you have a problem with that, and maybe say I'm a false prophet, which is ridiculous because I've never said that. I've never prophesied about any of this stuff. I've said this could happen, this may happen. I've always said that. I don't know the future, so get a grip. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this video that's about 30 seconds from University of Phoenix. And it is crazy what's in here and how they mock as well as basically just reveal a lot of things in here. And I'm literally, this whole video, this long video is going to be pretty much about this. Okay, so are you ready? Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and play this and see what you see. And then if you want to, after you kind of go through some of the stuff I'm going to show you, if you want to go back, to the beginning of this video, go ahead and look at it again if you want or something, or go to that, that University of Phoenix commercial called 11:11 or something like that. So anyway, here we go.
Hey, I was thinking about going back to school to get my master's.
I just saw something that said you could do it in a year for like 11K.
Order 11? Yes, here 11.
1111 Masters Boulevard, please.
It's gonna be 11 even, buddy.
Really?
The crews are all around us.
Some things are too obvious to be a coincidence.
Okay, so I mean, seriously, if you have any kind of spiritual clue at all, or just are you somewhat intuitive, you should see that there's something seriously going on here. And like it says right here, some things are too obvious to be a coincidence. And then literally, as the scene, they cut the scene to a different scene in the mid sentence, and there's a reason for that. And they're saying Gematria. They're also showing symbols and things, and there's so much stuff I'm going to break down. So it's quite a bit I'm going to be getting into here, okay? But please keep in mind, I mean, if you have hopefully you have some kind of clue that trillionaires are running the world, the 13 major families, and they've made a being that is a clone and a man named, well, I'll say the 44th Pres, Barack Insane Obama, okay? I call him Stinky B.O., okay, the 44th Pres. Or I'll just have a lot of names for him. I'll just keep going. So, so this is all about him and his birth, and I believe it's coming on 11/11/2022. And I've been saying this. I literally remember doing a whole series, about 12 parts, the next 9, 1, and then 1, get the hint, okay, 9, 1, and then 1, okay, the next one, back in 2019 and November, saying November was it, and that was back in 2019, and I just had the wrong year, okay? Again, it's always about speculation, but you never know until it comes, and that's the way it is. But, I mean, this is what this is showing, and it's crazy. And now, over these certain amount of years, I've been doing this 4+ years now, almost 4.5 years, 4 years and 3 months almost, so there's so much has come to my understanding, and as far as all this coming together in just in amazing ways. So let me just get right into this and just go full speed here. Okay, so I want to jump around a few things and then kind of bring this all together. Okay, so Revelation 9:11 says, and they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit. And I'm saying Stinky B.O. is that, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. And it's Apollo for short, okay? So Apollyon in Strong's Concordance, okay, in a concordance, Strong's, and basically Apollyon is a destroyer. Apollyon, the angel of the abyss, okay? That's what's said in that Revelation 9:11. So, and then 623 just happens to be, and in Jewish, this is the subject matter, okay? This is the Bible's Jewish first, and then Christian after that. So it's crazy. So his full name is 623. And what is 623? 6 plus 2 plus 3 is 11. There's going to be an 11 theme here, multiple 11s as well. So here we go. And then the next one was Abaddon. And Abaddon in Strong's is also in Jewish, okay, in Jewish or Hebrew, I should say, is 11. Okay, so see this two 11s, okay? There's a number of reasons for that. And you saw both those names in 9/11. So 9-1 and then 1. I got to say it that way. Sorry, 9-1 and then 1, okay? And because 9-1 and then 1 is Novem, which is Latin for 9/11, okay? 9-1 and then 1 is really 11/11, okay? Because Novem is 9, okay? And that's when we had this thing that happened back in 2001, 9-1 and then 1, because they're forecasting what's going to happen in the real 9, which is Novem. And that's what my last two videos are. iPad Go 2, September is November. September with a 9 at the end, being the 9th month of the Gregorian, is Novem 9 Burr, okay? That's how that works, okay? And then, of course, the company that owns University of Phoenix is Apollo Global Management, okay? Apollo, for Apollyon, are you crazy? Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm bringing the information here, okay? Right here it says March 31st, as of March 31st, whatever, company had, look at this, they're a massive behemoth, and they're in Manhattan, where this is set, this commercial set in Manhattan, okay? And you'll see, I'll show you that. But 512 billion assets, 372 billion invested in credit. I mean, this is massive, huge behemoth. I mean, of the world, completely of the spirit of Apollo, of course. Oh, that is so crazy. As soon as I said a spirit of Apollo, my version, before I add my prefix, that says exalted lamb and everything in the beginning, it was right as soon as I said this, it was at 11:11. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I actually can have a reader now that shows me how much time I have left or how much time I'm into the video. It's crazy. So, by the way, these two numbers, if you go backwards here, you have, which they love to do, 3 plus 7 plus 2 is 12. I didn't actually show you here with putting other things here, is 12. 2 is hiding 1 and 1, and then 5 plus 1 is 6. Remember, 6 in the beginning is 2 plus 2 plus 2. So we have 12, 2 is hiding 11, and then 2022. So 12th of November 2022, and 11/11 and 11/12 are the 11/12 are the 2 days of the tsunami days. That's when lightning falls from heaven, and Sikibio's dead body is struck by lightning, and he comes back to life. Okay, it's crazy. It's just what it is. Okay, this is the solo building, by the way, that the Apollo group is in right here. By the way, it's got these Roman numerals X's like here, just like on the towers. There's 4 of them, just like on the bottom towers underneath the bridge of the Golden Gate Bridge. There's 4 of these here. You can't see these other 2, which that's not a coincidence. I'm not getting into all that. The Solo building, okay, based on this guy named Sheldon Solo, a billionaire developer in New York, okay, buddy at Trumpleberry. Okay, so and then it just so happened that this guy died almost 2 years ago now. And it's a very curious date here. And his age is literally, remember Apollyon, remember Revelation 9, 1, and then 1, because 2 is hiding 1 and 1, okay? It's all about what they're hiding, okay? They're never going to make it obvious. So, this is why I showed this stuff to you, because it's not obvious the way they do it. They hide it upside down, backwards, within things. You have to divide off things. You have to, divide into things. Just so many things. So here we go. His name is Sheldon. And look, he's 163. Who is 163 that I've shared so many times in tons of my videos for several years? Barack Insane Obama 163. Are you kidding me? Because this is all about him. And then it's just not a coincidence that November 17th, 2020, that this guy would be sacrificed, okay, because what happened regarding this guy on November 17, 2020? He released his latest book, The Promised Land. I mean, seriously, really? I mean, wow, he's going to get his promised land, okay? That's November 17th of 2020. And this guy, which bears the same number code and everything, is, died on that day, and his age is 9, 1, and then 1. Are you kidding me? I mean, seriously. And then November 17th for 2020, because it was a leap year. Normally it's the 321st day of the year. Yeah, so 322nd day of the year. And that's 322 Skull and Bones. And then the days left over is, you guessed it, 44th Prez. Okay, Stinky BO, the 44th Prez, I always say, okay? Um, Beelzebub Butthead, Lord of the Buttheads, many things, many names I've called him. Okay, I mean seriously. So this guy was a sacrifice on that day for his book coming out. I'm telling you, that's what it is. That's what the Lord told me. Okay, and then another thing I want to cover here. Jesus said in Luke 10:18, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Okay, and that's one of the biggest things I heard as far as evidence. One of the first biggest things I heard about CKBO, and now I have over 666. It's plus. It's probably around the 680s or 90s now. I'm not counting anymore. Once I got to 666, I stopped counting. I really did. I'm like, I'm done. And I've shared a lot of those things over my videos in the last four years plus. And I'm not going to do a video about it. No, you have to do your own research and study and then learn from my videos. The Lord just doesn't want me to take the time on it, and He wants you to search out yourself and ask Him and everything else, and He will show you, and you will see if you go to Him, He will show you that it is Him, and He will confirm it for you. If you're open, if you're not open and you're belligerent or whatever, then fine, but whatever. Okay, so Barak is lightning, is Barak, okay, and then from is a transition called U, and that's best symbolized by the letter O in English, and then heaven or the heights is Bama. And I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Lightning from heaven is Barak U Obama. Are you kidding me? In original Hebrew. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, and you saying he's not the guy? I mean, this is my first one out of the 666 plus that I have, and you're still saying he's not the guy, that this would fit just like this and just be chance? Are you kidding me? Look at this. Okay, I'm bringing it. So are you ready? So this is Black Adam. Again, remember, CKBO is supposedly black and white, right? He's supposed to be white and black. White and black is yin and yang, right? But there's so much with that. Lightning falling from heaven, that is Black Adam by the rock, the false rock. Remember, Jesus is the rock. He is the false rock. He's representing the false rock which you should not put your trust in. Okay, and that is Black Adam. Okay, and then we have the other lightning on the forehead, the mark on the forehead. Get it? The mark on the forehead and on the hand, the lightning falling from heaven. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Okay, anyway, and we go. And then we have Thor, I mean, the god of thunder. And in this movie, Thor, Love and Thunder, which was just horrible, by the way. Horrible, just horrible in many ways. He is holding Zeus's lightning bolt, but normally he's the god of thunder and has all this lightning coming off and everything, like all this stuff. But in this one, right, so close to the lightning falling from heaven, he's holding Zeus's lightning bolt, as symbolizing from him, lightning falling from heaven. It's crazy. This stuff's crazy, and there's so many more examples I can get into. So this one came out. This one came out on October 21st, 2020, and you see the numerology here. You got 1 and 1 is 11. 2 is hiding 1 and 1, so that's 11, 11. Get rid of the zeros, and then we have 2022. 11, 11, 2022. And then we have the first Harry Potter was 11, 14, 20, 2001, okay? And then look right here, we got 11, and then we have a 1 and a 1 or 11. Get rid of the zeros in this case. And then 2, and then 4 is hiding 2 and 2, like I said in the beginning. So you have 11, 1 and then 1 is 11, 11, 11, and then 2, and then 4 is hiding 2 and 2. 11, 11, 20, 22. Okay, that's what it is. And then here's an example, just a year date. Thor came out, the very first one, just to give you an example. If you were to go to IMDb, you'd see Thor, and it said this, just like this. And that is, 2 is hiding 11, 1 and 1, or I should say 1 and 1, and then we got 1 and 1, 11, 11, and then members, 0 is O, okay, which is what? 15, which is 1 plus 5 is 6, and then remember I showed you in the beginning, 6 is hiding 2, 2, 2. So 11, 11, 20, 22. All these say this, okay? It's just what it is. And I give you a million more examples of that, okay? And so the phoenix, as in University of Phoenix, comes from this whole, whole mythology of the phoenix, okay? The phoenix is an immortal bird associated with Greek mythology with analogs in many cultures that cyclically regenerates or is otherwise born again, associated with the sun, as in the sun god. A phoenix obtains new life by rising from the ashes of its predecessor. Some legends say it dies in a show of flames and combustion, like God of Destruction. Okay, he's the God of Destruction. Remember, Apollyon is God of Destruction. So destruction, explosions, flames. Others that it simply dies and decomposes before being born again. Okay, so that is the phoenix, mythology that fits in with the sun god and all that stuff as well. Many different cultures have some version of that. University of Phoenix in these two, single reduction and reverse, is 11. 1 and then 1 is 11. 2 is hiding 1 and 1. And then we have this 1 and then 0 can be O, which is 6. So 1, 6, 4 is 11. So we have 11, 11, 11 is one example. Or we have 11, 11, and then that's a 0. Rule of Kalel, we can get rid of this 1, and then 4 ends up being 22. So 11, 11, 22. I'm showing this example of 11, 11, 11 because that's used a lot in some movies and other things like that. So these are some movies about, obviously, look at this Satan boy. Okay, this day will be our last. The birth of this sick kid who's Antichrist, whatever. And then they quote Jeremiah 11, 11. Though they beg for mercy, I will not hear their cries. That's from the Bible. I mean, it's crazy, okay? And then we have this we have Apollyon right here, the angel of the bottomless pit. Look at the wings and everything from the director of Saw 2, 3, 4, whatever. And then 11, 11, 11, okay? It's another version of this one. And then this shows lightning again falling from heaven, and this is a female, it's a feminine spirit. So like I've said 1,000 times, Stinky BO is a male and female. He's a Baphomet, and he endows the feminine spirit, in a sense the opposite to the masculine spirit of the true God. Even though he's a spirit, he's not a male, but he has this kind of persona in a sense of a male, because that's what his attributes are kind of a little bit more like a father, a little bit more like a male, but he does have feminine attributes as well. Actually, male and females are both two sides examples of the type of God we have, as far as how we can relate to him and things like that. He can be like he could be like a mother and all kinds of things. So like go under his his wing like a hen and everything like that. So many examples I could get. Okay, anyway, and what is this also hiding? So this is not only 11, 11, and then 11 is that the year that we're in is 2022, 2022, and that 0 is an O, so that makes it 2622. 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2 is 12. With the rule of Kalel, you can take away 1, and so that 12 becomes an 11. So you have 11, 11, 11. So what's hidden in our 2022 is 2622. That ends up being 12, and then with the rule of Kalel, you take 1 away, and that ends up being 11. So 11, 11, 11. And then also 11, 11, 11 is hiding. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Is hiding 2022, the year as well, in that way as well. So this is the time, I believe, and we'll see, but it's crazy. Okay, and then the Phoenix, as a University of Phoenix or whatever, is literally the date in the word. That's why they use these words, because the Gematria is the dates and colors and all kinds of things I've shown. So we have right here, we have 1 right here, boom. We have 6 plus 5 is 11. Any 9s we can take out. So that's 8 plus 1 right here is a 9. Can get rid of that, because anything you add 9 to stays the same. And we're going to get rid of this 9 right here just because it makes sense. Okay, so we have 6 plus 5 is 11. We have this 1 over here. And then we have 5 plus 1 plus 4 is 10. Take away the 0, and we have a 1. So we have 11, 11. Get rid of this 9, like I said. We have 2 is 2, and 4 is hiding 2 and 2. So you have 11, 11, 20, 22. And then in reverse English as well, just to confirm it even more, we have Phoenix has 98. So we have 11 here, and then we have 1, and then we get rid of this 9. We have another 1 right here, and then we have 2, 2. Okay, and then 2 plus 3 plus 3 is, I'm sorry, what did I do? What did I do here? I did, yeah, okay, sorry. So this is crossing out both. For some reason, I'm thinking there's a 1 still here, but no, 2 plus 1 plus 3. So I crossed out this 9 and crossed out this 9, and I realized when you add 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3, that's a 9, so I can get rid of that. So we literally have 11, 11, and then 22 left over. Hopefully that makes sense, but because it's there, it is there. Sometimes I guess I should have crossed that 1 and that 3 completely there. Okay, so anyway, boom. Okay, so with this commercial, it's incredible what's here. I mean, there's so much here, and I'm going to cover a lot here. Okay, so there is, when this University of Phoenix logo comes up, it starts as a flame, and it becomes this phoenix. Of course, because, the phoenix comes out of the flames, right? But the flame is positioned here for a reason, exactly right here for a reason. This is how it exactly starts off here, boom, right here, the first frame. The girl's running, and it gives him an excuse to lift up his cup and put his cup in the right spot. And then also from here is a fire starting, an explosion starting. And then when he gets to here, he is the phoenix. This is really crazy how this works. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you a few things. So, of course, we have the 11, which is obvious. There's certain things that are obvious. The kid's wearing an 11. Okay, that's obvious. But right here, this is an area I'm going to blow up right here. Okay, that's on this wood paneled front refrigerator. Okay. white wood paneling here, whatever wood look kind of thing, to match the cabinets and everything, whatever you call that. So what you see right here, so what I'm going to show you here is that is a K. See that? That is a K. It's kind of hidden, but it's a K, so that's another 11. And he'll run this way, and then you have 11, 11, okay? K and 11, okay? K. Now, there's some things that they know that you're going to see, and you can just assume it's about the commercial, but then they put so much more that's programming you as well that most people will never, ever see. And all this stuff goes by so fast. As you notice, if you watch it again, it goes by so fast, and most stuff that I'm covering, you'll never see, because I just have this knack for it, and the Lord's just given me this ability to see all this stuff. And he brings me to it. He just does. Okay, so boom, and then we have here. Look at this. We have this pink. Some people think it's a lotus, but it's a pink water lily, and because later in iPad Go, they're on the surface of the water as well. It also can represent the lotus as well. It's kind of it can be multi-layer, but first and foremost, it's a water lily. It's a pink water lily. There's a number of reasons for that, more than just lotus. Okay, then again we have the K here. And then just before this forms, it splits in this apple splits into two halves, okay? And then you see this leaf, and this is literally 11/11, 11, 11. And that's when it starts to form, and this forms at 11/11, okay? And then eventually completes the 14th day. It's just crazy. I'm not going to explain all that right now. Okay, I'm not going to, but it's right there. People go, oh, this can't be iPad Goat. It can't be in all the iPad Goats and so many different things. It's crazy. And I'll prove it even more, because right there, right up below the K and the flower from iPad Go and all this kind of stuff is a goat. There it is. It's a goat. It's hard to see, but it's a goat. It's a kind of a cartoonish billy goat. It looks kind of like that. That's the closest one I could say, but it is. I can tell what it looks like. It's got the beard. It's got the horns. It's all this stuff. That is a billy goat. Okay, that's a goat, and they're showing this very sneakily. Okay, again, this is programming you and showing you stuff right here. It's crazy. Okay. And then K, remember, you not remember, but lots of people don't know this. They go, yeah, K, when she says 11K, K is the 11th letter. But a lot of people don't know that K is also in reverse, because if you go reverse order, Z is 1, Y is 2, that kind of thing. K is 16. That's 1116, okay? And I've shared this in my last video and in some of my previous videos. So what I shared was that event 201 is talking about this day. This day and this day, but primarily this day. And then 216 is a version of that. So we have 2, 1, and then again, O. Remember, O is 6, okay? So 216, the 216th day of the year. CBO was born on the 216th day of the year. And that also is 216 is 6 times 6 times 6, or 666. And then it's also 2-1, and then O is 6 this way. So it's 201 as event 201. And then I had, back in February, about the time the Lord was telling me that this queen was going to die at some point, which ended up being about 7 months later, okay, he said Isis is born on 210. And so I didn't realize it until now, really, because it's a code, that 210 is 2-1, and then this is 6. O is 6, or 0 is O, and O is 6. And then, of course, these both go to this one here, and we represent the exact same thing, because O is 6, or 0 is O and O is 6. I say it that way. The 216 is 2 is 1 and 1 and 1, 6. So just remember this, 1, 1, 1, 6 is huge, because out of this comes 11 right here, 1 right here, and then 6 is 2022. This is the very first day. There's a pre-day of Halloween, which is October 31st, and then there's a first day. There's a pre-day, and then this is the first day, and this is the 12th day. So we have the 11th and 12th representing one day. We have the pre-day being the 31st of Halloween, and this day being, in a sense, the first day. So each day is a 2-day period for a number of reasons I've explained in the past. So moving on. And then if I'm circling this is a lobster. It's a lobster shape right here. Why? Because I want to prove to you, lobster is it's pointing to this even more. So lobster is what? Lobster is this, 91 in English ordinal, reverse ordinal. Do you remember me showing this a little bit earlier with Phoenix? Remember how Phoenix spelled out? And there was a 91 and a 98. There it is. Lobster and Phoenix are the same exact gematria. Is that a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. It's absolutely planned. There's no way they could plan this. that it could be a coincidence, I should say, that they're planning this is what I'm saying. There's no way. And then Phoenix or Lobster, let me break it down. Phoenix is boom. You have 9 and then 9. So we put these two together. I've learned to put these two together. It's so crazy for messages. It's awesome. So 9, 9, and then 1. In the yellow is 1 plus 8 is 9. So we have 9, 9, 9. Okay, and the colors match together. And then upside down and backwards is 6, 6, 6. Okay, that's it. And they're both that way. Lobster and Phoenix are both 6, 6, 6. Hidden. Okay, of course. Because it's the Antichrist. It's the rise of the Phoenix. After he's killed, he got a head wound, and then he comes back to life out of the ashes. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, and then the Phoenix is also red and white in the University of Phoenix logo right here. Okay, and then we have red and white on this kid's jersey right here. Well, what's red and white? Even to drive this home even more with the 666, red and white is 666. The English Sumerian. And then also in reversing a Sumerian is 1116, like I just showed you earlier, 1116, November 1st, 2022, and also November 12th, 22 is in here too. Excuse me, hopefully you remember that. There it is, I'm just showing you it again, boom, so you can see it, okay? And then right here we have this water lily. Water lily is 118, and the reason I'm showing this right now is because at this point we have a fire on an island. See, this is an island. This is called an island in a kitchen. We have a fire on an island. So we have a fire on a counter also. Fire on counter, because this is a counter. There's a counter. This is a counter here. Okay, this is where you put food and everything. And it's a counter, okay, but it's also an island. But first, it's fire on counter, which is 163. Again, who's 163? Stinky BO, okay? And then we have fire on an island, okay, and that is 7. 5 plus 6 is 11 right here. And then we have, again, look at this, 8 plus 8 is 16, so we have 1116, like I just showed you earlier. So these are both 711 or 11. 1 plus 6 is 7. 711 is right here. Remember, we had a 118 as well. So boom, we go back here. So we had 118 right here. We have 118 because those are both the attack day, not only on Manhattan. The nukes go off in Manhattans. It's also, that's on 11/8, but on 11/7, there is a fire going on Fire Island, which is right here, Fire Island. Fire Island is Hawaii, Fire Island. I mean, literally, the island is made from fire. It's a volcanic island. All that came from a volcano, came from fire. It's all lava. So it's Fire Island. Get it? Fire Island. So fire on island is 711, 711, and then I showed you 11/8 with fire encounter or whatever. And then all that, no, with the other one, whatever it was. And then Fire Island is also 9/7, which is, okay, again, this is, remember, September. And Novem. Novem is 9 and September is 9. So you have 9/7 is 11/7. Okay, fire on an island. So there's going to be a nukes that goes off in Manhattans on 11/8, and then Kilauea is going to go off, and there's thousands of reasons for all this. I mean, I've come up with thousands of data points over the years and information, things I've shared on all my videos, also Gematria and everything else, a lot of symbols and everything. I have so much stuff I've shared over the time. And I'm just sharing you some more stuff or different stuff on this video. A few of the same things, but not mostly all new. Okay, and so we have this, and now Fire Island. So we have 97. Then what's also associated with that? We have, remember, lightning falling from heaven. Barack Obama is 79, 97, exactly backwards. And then this one, 1038, is 1308. See how these are virtually the same? This 30 in the middle is reversed to 03. 1 and the 8 are the same. And this 79 is reversed to 97. So these are related. So Stinky B.O., lightning falling from heaven, is related to, we know he came from Fire Island. He was supposedly born there. Okay, we know that from Honolulu. Don't get me started with that. Honolulu. Oh my gosh. Is Hulu. If you know what Hulu is, that's Hano and Lulu. Hulu's put together. Anyway, a lot of things. And anyway, there's so much going on with this. Okay, and what is 1308? The 8th month, 13th day of the Jewish calendar. Hebrew calendar is 13th of the 8th month. Heshvan is November 7th on the which is on the Gregorian calendar, but Hebrew calendar is 13th of the 8th month, 13th of the 8th month right there. And that just happens to match this. that just happens to match like this, what I just said, I think I know what I'm talking about, and I'm proving it left and right. The fire on the island is on 11/7, and the fire on Manhattan's is on 11/8. Okay, and I have just more evidence to prove that. Okay, again, here's those numbers here. 1116 is 1 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. So this is these things. This is these as well, and it's also this. So it's basically his death and his birth. His death and his birth. His death and his birth. His birth, his birth, his death. And then again, it's also 11/7 and 11/8. And those, like in my first video, watch my first video first. It's extraordinary. It goes through the blood moon that goes over Hawaii on the, November 7th and 8th. I mean, it's a blood moon over Hawaii. I mean, are you kidding me? Talk about what a better sign could you have? Okay, so now we're going to go here. So we go from here, and then boom, he's right there. And I just zoomed in on this so you can see a little bit better. We go from boom, let me go back. Boom here. Okay, now he is the phoenix. And he's holding a cup of abominations. Obama nations. Anyway, he's holding a cup, and I'm going to get into what cup is in soon. And that is the flower, and that is a leaf. It's from a distance, it looks like a flower and a leaf. And I'm going to get into what that is. So he's holding a cup. Pink water lily and leaf and cup is 9-1 and then 1, and then 11-11, because they're both the same thing. Okay, it's in full reduction and satanic. Boom. And then in a perfect exact union, I will share this first. The meaning of a water lily or lotus flower is symbolic of rebirth. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm talking about, because this is more about lotus, but water lily is about rebirth. So this is rebirth. Remember, the back here was death with the fire. You saw the fire first on the counter, or the fire island, and then this is his rebirth. He's right in line with this phoenix coming up, and then he's holding the cup. Okay, and there's a number of things going on here. And so the father, he is the father in this commercial. The father is the phoenix. Okay, and that is 117. So that is his death, and that is his death as well. This is 9/7/8. It's the 7th and 8th day. So see how this is 9, and the 11th day is September, or Novem. Novem 9 is 11 and 11. Novem 11. Okay, but this is Novem 7 and 8. I should say September, or even November being 9, 7 and 8, or 7/11. Okay, or 11/7 and 9/7 and 8. Hopefully that makes sense. And then what's 9/7/8? I've shared this a million times as well in my videos. 9/7/8 is, well, again, I showed that 11 is 9 because September is November, and both are 9, okay? But that is who 9/7/8 is. 9/7/8 is Stinky B.O. in English Sumerian. 9/7/8, notorious, boom. And then they're opening the portal, opening the gate, okay? And then we have white and black. We have the yin and yang going on here. There's so much even more I can even say on this. It's crazy. But we have, what do we have? We have the 11th day, and that's obvious if you're watching the show. What's not obvious to most people is January to the elites, like I've said a bunch of times in my videos, is the 11th month. So again, Novem is the 9th month. Decem, or decimal, or whatever, Des is, DEC is 10, and we know that from, if you have some kind of education and that stuff. I mean, that's in the metric system. Dec is 10, and then January would be the 11th month. So we have January being 11/11. 11/11, there you go, even more. And then we have yellow post-it notes. See this, the yellow post-it notes? What's yellow post-it notes? In Francis Bacon, because this is capital and that's capital, 316, the 316th day of the year is November 12th. Okay. Wow. And then because again, we have the 11th and the 12th of the same days. It's 11/11 on the West Coast. Hawaii gets just blown up, and a massive chunk of the Kilauea, a massive chunk of the Big Island comes off, because it looks like Kilauea went off, but it was really a Russian submarine that hit the bottom with the Poseidon torpedo. boom, and then a huge chunk of the island slides off, which is all pre-planned, and causes massive tsunami wave that hits the west coast, and that technically is 11:11 as far as time zone and day. But on the east coast, it happens early in the morning, a little after 3 a.m. on 11:12. It's New York time, 11:11, 11:12, and that's what the yellow posted notes is. 316, the 316th day of the year is November 12th. Crazy. Boom. And then, like I said, 11:11 was already shown on here. I showed 11, which is January 11th. We had that. And then this posted notes is 11:12. Both are shown secretly. And then also, even add that, we have the destruction day of the 11:7 in Hawaii, and then 11:8 in New York's, okay, and Manhattan's, I should say, okay. And again, New York's in English Gematria is 666. And Hawaii in reverse English Sumerian, they're both the same, Sumerian. Hawaii is 666, and then, New York is 666, and Hawaii in reverse Sumerian is 666. That's not a coincidence. This is all planned, of course. Okay. And then he was saying, he said to her when he comes around the counter here, hey, I was thinking about going back to school. This is just the way the little captioning does it here. For some reason, there should be a space here. I was thinking about going back to school, but he didn't say it that way. That's the way they did the captioning, but he says it like this. Hey, I was thinking about going back to school. That's event 201. Again, 201. I'm going to show you what event 201 is soon. Why I'm saying that. Okay, that's what this means the whole time. The thing that happened back in 2019, event 201, and why that means this, and it means the Antichrist seeking being struck by lightning and being incarnated by Satan. Okay, so the right here is to show you like does hesitation make you a better speaker? Okay, so that's when he was speaking. He said like some people do when they're speaking. Okay, so back to that. That's what he actually says, and that equals in single reduction 201, event 201. And then the rest of it, see, and then he says this, and then it cuts to this as he's saying, to get my masters. So each time they cut to a different scene, and they say the rest of the sentence. They don't say it all in the same scene, and there's a reason for that. So they mean different phrasing here. So this is the phrasing they mean for this scene, and this is 201, and then this is the phrasing they mean for this scene. And to get my masters is, in reverse full reduction, to get my masters is 79. And again, what is 79? Barack Obama, lightning from heaven. And then it's 11 letters and 3 words, or 311 backwards. What's the 311th day of the year? Boom. 11/7. I'm doing it backwards to show you that, because 9/7, September 7th, is November 7th. November 7th is the 311th day of the year. And so I'm coordinating these completely, because not only is that September 7th is 11/7, or this is really Novem 7th, Novem 7th, and Novem 7th is the 311th day of the year. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm proving it. Boom. And then man with a beard, or man with beard. Sometimes they say man with a beard, but a lot of times they make it nice and brief, like a headline. Man with beard. Okay, they do it, and that's why they do headlines the way they do, is because of the Gematria. Especially when they do things in quotes or headlines, it's all Gematria. Okay, so that gives you a clue. But most everything now is Gematria. Even whole paragraphs, sentences, it's all Gematria. And I've proven that many times. These certain articles have the consistent themes and numbers and everything like that. Man with beard is 118, 118. Remember 813. Remember 813? Remember 13th day of the 8th month, which is 11/7. Remember 13th day of the 8th month. Jewish calendar was 13th day of the 8th month, which is on the Gregorian was 11/7. So this is 11/7. That's 11/8. And we have 8/11 again, and then we have the year 222. Remember 6 or 0 is O, which is 6 is 222. And then we have 8, and then 1 plus 4 plus 6 is 11. 8/11, 8/11, 8. That's 7/11 on the Jewish calendar. 13th day of the 8th month. 8/11, 8/11. I mean, come on, that's how this stuff works. Okay, and then so she says, I just saw something that said you could do it in a year, and then it cuts to the next scene in a second here. But that phrase right here, I'm going to use reverse squares because you won't believe how this works. It's crazy. So reverse squares, the way this works, everything is a square root of the number. Okay, it's a square. Okay, so, and this is crazy. So literally, it's 44 letters and 13 words, which is 4, 4, and then 4. 4, 4, 4. I'm going to get into what that is in a second. But right here, down here, we have 11591. So 5 plus 9 is 14. To show you how this works, you have 1, 1, 5 plus 9 is 14, and then 1. Now what we're going to do is we just switch. A lot of times, most of the time, it's just one switch. So we switch the 4 and the 1 right here. We just make it like that. And then what is this showing? This showing 11, 11, and then 4 is 2, 2. Look at that, 11, 11, 22. Okay, and again, earlier I showed you this 4, 4, 4. What's that? On this day, he goes from 44, the 44th pres, and he adds a 4. Okay, he's adding a 4. There's a number of reasons why that's a 4. I'm not getting into that because it's too much to explain right now. And that 4, the third 4 he adds makes him 444 Lucifer. Makes Lucifer come down into his body. Okay, that is so crazy. And then what does that mean? That means Satan is in Obama. So in reverse squares as well, Satan in Obama is 4444. Okay, and so see how that relates to that. But even more, right here, see this number right here? That before I went to that, now I'm going to just color it to show you that's a similar color. So, but look, 4444 in reverse squares, because 1111 or 1101, 1111 times 4 is 4444. Bam! Are you kidding me? Look at that. That's in. So this is in this, and this breaks out to be what she actually said. And not even everything she said. The next scene will be in the next, or the next thing. The rest of what she said will be in the next scene. Okay, but this is what she says right here, and that's hiding that, and then that is that. Okay, so then she says, okay, we'll go back. Look, Satan in Obama is 444, and then this is the same reverse squares is 1114, which is 1111 times 4 is 444. Boom! Look at that. Oh, that's so crazy. You can't make this stuff up. There's no way. This is absolutely impossible. And so she says, real quick. Let me go back. Sorry. She says, I just saw something that said you could do it in a year, and then she completes it, and then changes this scene right here for like 10K. 10K. Did I just say that? For like 11K. And then he's like, Okay, but you hear him say, and so it's part of this. That's how this works. It's crazy. Now look behind her. If you actually look at the clock hands, you see a darkness right here and a darkness right there, and that's what that's showing. That's showing 1111. Okay, again, most people couldn't see that. It flashes so fast that you can't even, you have to really look at it, pay attention, and there's just the way the hands are right there. Boom, boom. It's 1111 right there. Okay, and then she says 11K, and of course K is the 11th letter of the alphabet, but K is also in reverse is 16, so it's 1116. Remember I showed you 1116 is 11/1/2022 or 11/12/22. I showed you a bunch of times in this already. Okay, so that's what this is showing constantly. All this stuff is crazy. Okay, and then when she says for like 11K, that is 1, and then 7 plus 9 is 16, so that's 116. Upside down and backwards, it's 9, 1, and then 1. I'm going to say it that way. I'll have to say it that way. And then 2 is 11, hiding 11, 11. 2 is 1 and 1, 2 is 1 and 1. And then 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 is hiding 22. So 11, 11, 22. And then again, upside down and backwards, 9, 1, and then 1 is really Novem 11. And there's Novem 11. See, it's all there. And this is just squares and reverse squares right here, because I just showed you squares. I'm just going on kind of a theme here. And then back to reverse ordinal for like 11K. And again, that's scrambled 3, just switch, just one switch. 311th day of the year is November 7th. And then what does he say? He says, And what's is 8, H, and M is 13, 1 plus 3 is 4, 8, 4. And Sticky B.O. was born on 8, 4. He dies on 11/7 for like 11K, and then he comes back to life on his, this is when he's born, 8/4, and 8/4 is secretly 11/11/2022 because it's the 216th day of the year, which is 1116, which is the first day and the 12th day, as I've shown you in that diagram before. It's crazy. And then that here is what's 8 and 13 is 21, and that's hiding 201, event 201, his birth. So you'll see how his birth in August 4th is really showing in another way 21, which is hiding 201 or 201, because 0 is nothing and there's a 0 in there. Yeah, I'm just telling you, that's what it is. Okay, then he goes to the coffee shop. Okay, you know what it is. So here, boom, and then she puts it out and says, and the barista says, order 11. And order 11 is, here we go, 1 and 1 is 11. 2 is hiding 1 and 1. So we have 11. Oh, let me do that. Sorry. Sorry, I forgot that I'm not putting anything up there. So 1 and 1 is 11. 2 is hiding 1 and 1. So that's 11, 11. And then this is 9 plus 4, 18. And then 4 is 22. So 11, 11, 22. And who would get that? Nobody. There's just far more. So they're saying, oh, the science is showing everything, and you know, all this stuff, and you just think, oh, it's just the gag of the commercial. But no, they're programming you, and they're kind of hinting to that heavily hinting, and most people still aren't getting it. But I think a lot more people are going, whoa, huh, than probably in the past, because things are even more hidden than this. This is really showing, and a lot of people, many people that I've seen over the years have seen 1111 kind of freakishly and wondered why. Because it's in a sense, it's God or the devil or both letting people know, because they have to, that this is coming, and this is one of the biggest dates ever. Okay, that's what it is. I'm telling you, believe it or not. And I'm telling you what's happening. Tsunami's going to hit. It's all going to kick off on the Halloween / November 1st, and then each day is going to get worse and worse. The big days. And again, you want to see what that is? The timeline is pinned at the top of comments on this video and my last 3. And those are in links in the description box below this video. Okay, boom. So this is the receipt. This is insane. Okay, so we have 11 right here. Obviously, everybody would see that. And then it's 11th Street Diner. So I'm going to show you this. But first, we literally have the exact day on the receipt. 11/11 right here. 11/11/2022 right there. I mean, there's the day it's going to happen, and it's not even in code. It's right there, but it's just so small, most people can't see it at all. I mean, I got a really high quality, ultra def, or whatever it's called, ultra high def version of this that's not even on YouTube or whatever. I had to go get it and download it to get this, so I can actually even see this. Otherwise, you can't even see this, and it's still pretty. See how that is, but you can read it. Okay, and then now I'm going to show you here step by step what all these things are. So 11th Street Diner, boom. First, duplicate copy is what a duplicate copy right there. There's a reason for everything. Is 201, event 201. Remember what I showed you? 201 is 216, because 0 is 6, 216 scrambled, and 216 is 1116, and that's the first day and the 11/12. Okay, and then 11th Street Diner. Now, sometimes it's spelled like this, but a lot of times 11 will be spelled out 11th. So that's what they're hiding here. 11th Street Diner is 201 backwards. Okay, is this all a coincidence? No. In fact, all the things I'm showing you right after each other, just thing after thing after thing, like backpacking on each other or stacking up on top of each other, are exactly impossible. The more you stack on top of each other, the more I show you, as I show you, and how everything relates. It's just more and more impossible, and it proves it's all planned, and it can't be random. It's all planned. Absolutely proves it. If you can't see it, that's on you, but it's right here. Table 11 is 97. What's the reverse of 97? Stinky BO. Again, this is reverse ordinal and English, and this is the reverse of that. So that's why these relate. But there's a number of reasons. The other reasons I've shared that they relate. And I'll keep going. Now watch this. Boom. A drip coffee black, BLK. A drip coffee BLK is exactly backwards. Again, they love to do backwards, upside down and backwards, both many different ways. 311 backwards, again, the 311th day of the year is November 7th. I've said it many times already in this video. Okay, and then boom, pointing to this one. What I did here by hand when I did the notes on this was $2.50 is the price of the coffee. You see, there's a dollar sign and it says 250. Okay, and that's 2 is hiding 1 and 1. And then we have 5 and 0 is O, which is 5, 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. So we have 11, 11 hidden. So what is that also? Guess what? This is a coffee. Okay, I don't know he's having a coffee. He's in a coffee shop. It's coffee, right? Coffee is $2.50 in satanic. This is satanic. Without a doubt. Coffee is $2.50 and this coffee is $2.50. I mean, sorry, if you believe in coincidence, this is way too far out and beyond coincidence. Okay, boom. And then this is a teal counter. Teal counter. And then we have 1 plus 3 is 4, 44, 44th Prez. And he's I've showed you many times already, he's 163. His full name, Brock Insane Obama, okay? And then he was born on August 4th. It's crazy. And then look at right here. This person, this barista, is wearing a white shirt and a maroon apron. White shirt, maroon apron is what? The day he was born, August 4th, is the 200 and 7 plus 9 is 16. 216, 7 plus 9 is 16. 216 and 8 plus 8 is 16. 216, 216, the 216th day, 216th day. So those two represent his birth on 216th day of your birth. And then this represents his death on 11/7. 2 is hiding 11/7. And then on this one, we happen to have 0 is O and O is 6. And 6 is 2 plus 2 plus 2, 222. So you have 11/7/222. Believe it or not. Okay, and then he's receiving the coffee. He's all smiley man. And he's got a light blue shirt and a light brown jacket. That's how they do things. And look, it's the exact year right here. But we're going to go backwards. So these two are together because we have reverse and we have English. I'm bringing in primes just to show you this, how this one's separate. Sometimes they go together, sometimes they're separate. I'm just showing you how this kind of coordinates as well. But there's many others. In fact, pretty much all the things I'm showing you, there's probably like 8, 10, 12 more examples of the same thing and many other things. And I'm going to just show you some of the better ones to show you. I'm going to show you different ones for different reasons. That kind of stuff. But there's tons. I could literally do 50 hours of this stuff. I mean, seriously, it's maybe not 50, but 30. Something ridiculous like that. I mean, that's how many numbers on each thing I'm talking about. They're just insane. They're absolutely insane how much stuff fits on, all kinds of different gematrias. Anyway, and all this, some are all exactly the same numbers, but they're just tweaked a little bit here and there. It's just crazy. So we have 444, okay, 444, which is that day. It becomes Lucifer, right? But 444 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12, and I'm going to show 12 as, well, let's do 2022, but that's backwards, 2022 backwards. And then I'm going to do 12 as, 12 is 1, and then 2, and 2 is 1 and 1. So if we read this backwards, it's 11, 1, 2022. We have 11, 1, 2, 22. Get to see how that works? 11, 1, 22 the first day, or 11, 1 and 2 is 12, 11, 12, 22. Get rid of the 0. Okay, and this is confirmed by this. So you have 11, and 3 plus 7 is 10. So you have 1, 1, 1, and then remember, 0 is O, and O is 6, that 1, 1, 1, 6 thing, and then 6 is hiding 2 plus 2 plus 2, or that's 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, that's it. I'm telling you. Boom. Okay, and then right here, these are blinds. These are teal, maroon, gray blinds. You see the gray motif right here? And there's light gray blinds. They're right here. There's one right there. There's one up here. There's one up here. And there's gray. And then there's teal. I'm going to show you a little bit more in the next scene here. You can see the teal right here. And there's a maroon. And remember, the teal counter was teal. And then she had a maroon thing to match to coordinate and match the coffee shop. Okay, but teal, maroon, gray blinds is 315 and 11/7. Remember, he dies on 11/7. It's reported on 11/8. He dies on 11/7. That's coordinated with what goes off in Hawaii, and then he comes back on 315. What's 315? 315th day of the year. 315th day of the year is 11/11. Of course. This is all chance. Nope, not even close. And if you have half a brain, you see that. Okay. Boom. Then so he takes off here, grabs his coffee, but here you can see it even better. We have the teal and the maroon, and there's gray down here. Teal, maroon, and gray blinds right there. You can see them even better right here. Boom. Told you. Okay. And then he bumps into this woman on this corner here, and it says woman in black, and then she says yes here at 11 on the phone, and she smashes him. And look at her hand. She literally does their hand split like that, and that's on purpose, but most people don't see that. That is 11, 11, 11, 11. 2 fingers here, 2 fingers down. How many do people do that on purpose, like when they go boom like that to somebody? Whatever, but that's in there. I'm telling you, that's purposeful. Boom. And then woman in black is 11/8. Again, that's when Nukes goes off in Manhattans, and they're in New York. He's literally in New York, and I'm going to prove that later if you don't know about that. And then 2 is hiding 1 and 1, so that's 116 upside down and backwards is 9, and then 1 and then 1, and then we have the year being O, which is 222. Okay, and this is even confirmed out over here because see how these are the same. You use other gematrias to confirm the same thing. So 2 is hiding 1 and 1. And there's a perfect example over here in Jewish. So, and again, we're talking about the 44th president. It's about him. his death then, and then he's going to be reborn on 116 upside down and backwards is Novem 11. Upside down and backwards is 9, and then 1 and then 1, or Novem 11, and then O is 6, and 6 is 222. Okay, boom. Okay, but really, she's not black. See, they do misleading things on purpose to not only show you other things, but to confirm other things. So she's wearing dark blue. You can see the dark blue. She's not wearing black. She's wearing dark blue. So woman in dark blue, not woman in dark blue. Yeah, there again, 163 again. What was 163? Insane, man. No bomb. Okay, and then remember here, so we have, not only this is 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4, 44, but it's also 11, because 2 is hiding 1 and 1, 1 and 1, and then 4 is hiding 22, 11, 11, 22. And then this is also 9 plus 9 is 18, so you have 118. Again, neutrals goes off in Manhattan's on 118. So we have, and then we have right here, Isis is born on 210, which is 2-1 also, because O is 6, 216, the day is born, 216th day of the year. And I said, remember, I had a dream about Isis is born on 210. Which is 216, which, again, this is hiding 1116, which is the first day of November and also the 12th day of November, 22. Okay, boom. And then he gets into a taxi, and that, of course, and this, obviously you see this, but most people have no clue that taxi is 54, but 54 is hiding this. And what is this? So T is 20, but 2 is hiding 1 and 1. Get rid of the 0 on this situation. Sometimes you use the 0, and other times you get rid of it. And then we have 1 right here, and 2 is 12, and then we have, and then you add 9, 2 stays the same, so we get rid of this 9, but then we have 4, and 4 is hiding 2 and 2, so you have a November 12th, remember we have 11, 11, but we also have 11, 12, 22, boom. And then yellow and black, they love yellow and black, it's all over things, it's all signaling the Antichrist, and I'm going to show you why, because yellow and black is 1 and 1, and then 2 is hiding 1 and 1, that's 11, 11. This is also 726 is upside down backwards 9, and 2 stays the same, and that becomes an L, which is 12. So it's 9, 11, and then 12. 9, 11, and 12. Just like Stinky BO's name is 978 in English ordinal. 978 is the 9th month, Novem, 7 and 8. This upside down and backwards is 9, 2, and that becomes an L, and L is the 12th letter, so that becomes 9, 11, and 12. I'm just telling you, believe it or not, November 11 and 12 is what it is. And yellow and black is also exactly Antichrist. These match exactly. Yellow and black is the symbol for Antichrist because they match exactly on both of these. I mean, that's just what it is, believe it or not. And then black 11 right here. Black 11 is 9, 1, and then 1. Remember that guy died at 92, or I should say he was sacrificed at 92, which is 9, 1, and then 1, which is really Novem 11. And then Isis is born on 2 backwards 10. 5 and 5 is 10, or event 201. Because 1 and 0 would be backwards 201. Okay, boom. Believe it or not. Okay, and then he's in the cab and he says, 1111 Masters Boulevard, please. I mean, come on. Okay, so there's 1111, obviously to everybody who hears him, but then they don't know that 1111 Masters Boulevard, please, is 311 backwards, which is 311th day of the year. But it also, I'm going to add another, dimension to this. 311 is also what? 3 is hiding 1 and 2. So remember, 2 is hiding 1 and 1. 3 is hiding 1 and 2. There's no other possibilities it can be. It's either 1, it's either 3, or it's 1 and 2. So when you say, he says 1111 Masters Boulevard, you got 1111, and then that's what this equals, and that's 1112. And then also backwards is the 311th day of the year, which is 11/7. So you literally have his death and his birth. They love doing that, death and birth together. They do it all the time. And then over here, it's 22 letters and 4 words, which is 44. Or, again, I showed you this earlier, 2 and 2 is 1111, and then 4 is hiding 22. So it's 11/11/22, or this is 4 and 4 is 44. So see how he is 44, which is hiding 11 plus 11 is 22, plus 22 is 44. That's why he's 44, because that's his real birth. That's when Satan indwells him, lightning falling from heaven, like Black Adam, like Harry Potter, like Thor, like all these other tons of examples in the media of lightning people, and a lot of women lately, and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Okay, boom. And then you can also look at it as 1111 spelt out. That's a lot of times what they do. If they don't put, they'll put numbers behind these, but then when they have numbers, they do words sometimes too. 1111 Masters Boulevard, please. There's also 163. Remember 1163 is, boom, there you go. I mean, this is no way this keeps happening, okay? And all different kinds of ways. There's no way. If this wasn't a thing, it would not keep showing up. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to say. You obviously don't know how numbers work. And people will go, oh, you make anything out of thing. No, you can't. If you can't keep doing this kind of stuff, there's no way. I've tried on things that doesn't make sense. And so I don't do a video about it because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. There's no way this could keep happening on every single frame, multiple ways. Death, birth, death, birth, death, birth. The same numbers, 11-8, 11-7, 11-11, 11-12, every single time. You can't. It can't. It won't. It can. It won't. And the theme and everything is all matching. 100%. This is a bridge in New York, and it's going to Manhattan. It's called the Manhattan Bridge. This is on the commercial right here, and this is the actual bridge, a picture of it, one of the pictures of it. Okay, this is the Manhattan Bridge, and so I'm going to just split it up in two ways to show you an example. I can put it all both together, but I'm going to show this example. So Manhattans is 9, 1 and then 1, or 1 and then 1, 9, and it's also 11-8, or remember 8-13 or 13-8. Remember 8-13 is in Jewish Hebrew calendar, which is a 13th day of the 8th month, but this is 8 in the middle of 13, and which is 11-7 and 11-8, and then so that's the death, and then this is the birth on Novem 9, 1 and then 1. And then bridge, it means a bridge into the next time is what that means, or a gate is what. That's why the Golden Gate is a bridge, but it's also a gate into a different time. And then bridge is like, especially like the Golden Gate as well, is 11-7, 11-7, 11-7, 11-7, 11-7. And these two, it's 0 is O and O is 222. So we have November 7th, 222. November 2 and 2 is, 1 and 1 is 2, 7, 222, 6. Boom, bam. Okay. And the guy says, gonna be 11 even, buddy. New York accent. He's from New York, right? Okay. And then look at this time. Of course, you hear 11. You see 11 on here maybe, but it's more than that. Okay, it's not just that. It's 11 O and O, and 11 O and O is 11 6 6. And what's 6 plus 6 is 12, so it's 11 12. So you hear 11, but it's 11. This is showing secretly 11 12, and that's the other part of that day. 11 11 11 12. Okay, and then boom. He says, going to be 11 even, buddy. And so, again, we're spelling out 11, and we got some hidden stuff right here. We have two things in Francis Bacon and reverse Francis Bacon. They're both days of the year, but they're hidden another level, and that's 249, or 2, 4 plus 9 is 13. We have 213, and then 3, 9 plus 7 is 16. So we literally have the 316th day of the year, and then this one is the 312th day of the year backwards. So 213, but 312 backwards. What's the 312th day of the year? It's 11-8 in Manhattans, and that's exactly where he's at. That's why they're showing this. Okay, it's not a freak thing. It's just what it is. And then what's the 316th day of the year? 11-12, and there's 11-12. Again, confirming all the things I've said so far. Manhattan Bridge. I mean, bridge was 8-11 tons of times. All the stuff I've said in this video so far. Tons of 11-8s, tons of 11-12s, and 11-11s. All the, I mean, here it keeps going. And he's like, really? 11? Because he's just talking about this, just the simple 11s. Because that's what most people even get, and they think it's just to be cute and everything. But they're programming you, and then they're hinting that they are, and you're not getting it if you're not. They're hinting that they're literally saying, and they literally have a sidewalk prophet saying that. And then the announcer at the announcer at the end, she's saying that at the end, and she's mocking you. And so he's like, really, 11? And then really is 22. Boom. 5 plus 6 is 11, and then 2 is hiding 11, so we have 11, 11. 11, 11, 22. I mean, what more do you need? And I'm going to keep going. Boom. Okay, and then he's walking down the street now. He got his coffee. He's got out of the cab. Now, there, look at this. There's a white car with black wheels. White car with black wheels is, look, 311, which is the 311th day of the year, is what? 311th day of the year is November 7th. It's also 11-3 or 11-12. It's hiding 11-12. So we literally have 11. The 311th day of the year is 11-7, and we have 11-8. So the 2 days of destruction, Hawaii and New York. And then we also have the 11. This is hiding 12. So we have death and birth. 11-8, the death reported, and 11-12, death. his birth, but death of millions with tsunamis. Okay. Anyway, boom. And here's that cyber prophet dude. So the clues are all around us. And they're telling you, while you're watching, the clues are all around you. Get a clue. And they're mocking you by this. They're literally mocking you, the demons and the people who are in the know on this. But most aren't, okay? The clues are all around us. 255 is what? Oh, so first I would say 84 is his birth, okay? The symbolic of his birth and his future birth. And then event 201 is his future birth. Again, that ends up being 11-1 and 11-12, 2022, right? And then so we have also 255. What's 255? 55th day of the year is September 12th. We know the notorious 11th day, but there's also that's attached to it the next day, which is Novem, which is 9/12. Okay, and 255th day of the year. That's what this is. And then we have a 300 and 3 plus 9 is 12. 312th day of the year is that 11/8. 11/8 is the 312th day of the year, and we have 3 plus 9 is 12. 312. That's hidden there as well. Boom. And then man with gray beard. Man with gray beard, okay, is that another thing that's kind of hidden? That's how I would describe it, man with gray beard, okay? And he's 79, 79, 79, 79. And then he's also a sidewalk prophet, which is 79, 79. So 79, 79, 79, 79. Because why? Because Stinky B.O. is 79. Lightning falling from heaven. Barack Obama is 79. And again, remember he's falling from heaven on 11/12. 12 is 3 is hiding 1 and 2. I'm telling you, boom, believe it or not. Okay. So again, the announcer says some things are too obvious and then to be coincidence. But here's this. So let's just deal with this phrase and then it switches to a different thing for the rest. Some things are too obvious. Yeah, it's obvious. Is it obvious that it's satanic? It's 11/11 and 11/2. So it's 11/11/22. This crazy, you can get rid of the 0. Or if you just use this by itself, so you can use these by themselves. You have 11/11, which is just saying 11/11. That's the date without the year. Or you can say 11 and 2 is hiding 11, and then O is 6, which is 2, 2, 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2. Right here, some things are too obvious, and they're right in front of your face. Remember, red and white is 666. And there's red and white again. Some things are too obvious as well. Here, English ordinal. So we have 3 and then 6. Remember, O is 6, so that 6 plus 6 is 12. 3/12, the 312th day of the year is November 8th. November 8th again. And what's the 315th day of the year? Again, I'm showing you again, is November 11th. The third time I think I've shown you. Boom. That's crazy, right? Okay, hopefully you're getting this. It's absolutely crazy. And here, we keep going here. To be a coincidence. So she says, some things are too obvious, and then it switches the frame of reference to be a coincidence. So what is to be a coincidence? It's all planned. 254. What's 254? 254 is the 254th day of the year, which is the notorious Septemzels 11zels. Right there. I mean, are you kidding me? Which is really, the real 9 is Novem 11 is what it's really showing you, okay? And I'm going to prove that in another way. Watch this. So, again, like I'm saying, September 11th is really telling you that what's coming in the future, okay? And then right here is also the year. So we have, because we know that 9 is really Novem, so that's really showing this. How is it in the year? Well, 6 and 6 is 12. You put a 1 in front of 12, and that's 2/2, so you have 2/2/2. Hopefully that makes sense. It's true. But also, check this out. This is crazy. From Tuesday, September 11th, so blah, blah, blah. Wow, I can't believe I said that. Okay. From September, blah, 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 Septemberzels, 11zels, 2001zels to Friday, November 11th. Right here is what? Are you ready for this? Remember, this day is the 254th day of the year. From this day, the famous Taxels day to this day that's going to be a massive tsunamis and everything is, boom, 254 months exactly to the day. Bam! Can you believe that? Here we go. Boom. Okay, and then right here, so he's walking by the sign, you see that, whatever. Look, we got 2 upside down triangles, and that's confirmed right here, okay? And why? Okay, because it's symbology or symbolisms, okay? Right here, here we go, boom. You know a guy that does triangles? Think he's not part of it? He is. He does this triangle because it's this energy that he's putting off, because he's the John or the Donald Johnson's Trumple of the Antichrist. He's the bad cop to his good cop, or good cop to his bad cop, either way. And that's this exact figure, years before he actually became president, is in iPad Go doing the same thing with the hair and with the, if you know about the triangle thing, all that, that's all in there. Why they're doing the triangle, upside down triangle, and I'm going to show you why. And then why in his rallies does he do YMCA? Because it's the upside down triangle. And look, there's a red upside down triangle. Look at that. There's a reason for that, but I'm going to get into all the red things and all that. But here, I'm going to get into a bunch of stuff. So the white is divine and masculine, okay, as in the pyramids and whatever, kind of can shine like white. And then the upside down black is feminine. It's also kind of like yin and yang. So yin is black, yang is white. And so I have all these things that represent this. So black is, and down is, upside down is divine feminine. So, and again, it fits for Sticky Bill being a female, a feminine spirit, the opposite of the masculine. Divine feminine, earth, magnetic, gravity, water, nurturing, right. Darkness, death, the void, okay, because it's the abyss, he's coming from the abyss. And then look, these are some examples of the elements here, and conjoined as above as so below. These together are the star Molech, or some people think it's Star of David, but it's the god Molech, which they gave sacrifices of children to, which is just absolutely sick. But anyway, that's their belief. Okay, so these are the elements here. We have air, earth, fire, water, and that down upside down triangle is water. Okay, and like I've said many times for 4+ years, tsunamis are going to hit both coasts. Okay, and I have thousands of data points for all that for years, and just symbols and movies and TV and all that kind of stuff and everything, and Gematria and everything else. Okay, and this video. Okay. Are you kidding me? And I'm just going to be even more proof. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for what's coming even more? Are you ready to get smacked with truth? Are you ready? Boom. Upside down triangle means tsunamis, waves, and it's all secretive. People have no idea what they're doing. They're even putting them on their bodies. They have no idea what they're doing. This is their destruction that's coming. They have no idea. Abaddon is destruction. Apollyon is destruction. It's coming. 11. Are you kidding me? It's destruction. It's on their bodies. They have no idea. And this is water. There it goes. This is so much. This is an iPad Go. Look at this color. It is aquamarine, which is this color. It is teal. It is, watch this. So we have, it represents Scorpio. And we're in Scorpio. We're going to be, Scorpio shown in iPad Go. It's literally the sun setting, and there's a scorpion to the left in the sky, and it's the end of iPad Go. I mean, are you kidding me? It's autumn, evening, west. I mean, you can't get much farther west than in the Western world than Hawaii. Any farther, and it becomes, and they consider the East, the Orient, or the East, the Asian countries and everything like that. It becomes the East. Hawaii is still in technically the West, and it's west of the United States. The farthest west of the United States, the farthest western state of the United States, right? Okay, it's west. It's a west-west. And then look, cup. He's holding a cup. I told you earlier. It represents cups. Cup. He's on the cup, like the cup of abominations that the Scarlet Woman has. Of destruction. It's a cup. It shows here. It's a cleansing, purification. Yeah, it's going to cleanse something. It's going to purify something. You have here. Look at all this. Spinach. Constantine, you'll appreciate this, brother. Spinach. Oh, I just got to real quick say, Constantine's the master of symbolism. I mean, he blows my mind so much sometimes. He literally figured out that Popeye was a symbolism for the Pope. It's so crazy. I know it sounds so weird, but it absolutely is. It's so crazy. I mean, spinaches and everything. Here's spinach right there. Strong to the finish because he eats the spinach. And then immediately it came to my mind. Oh my gosh, Popeye is Pope Yi. Popeye is Pope Yi, or Yi is the Pope. There's so much, if you really think about it, it's so crazy. And the guy who came up with, forget about it. I'm not going to get into that. That's crazy. Anyway, it's all right there. The spinach is right there. And then we have Lily. It's right there. She's Lily. We have so-called, remember the lotus or the lily, the water lily right here. We have, look, Rose. There's a rose in her hair. And we have this color. There's the color. This color right here is the color of these figures behind her. This is the female energy. This is what this is. I've known some of this, but man, I didn't see all the stuff in here. You even have Cancer. This is the vortex that represents Cancer as well. And Pisces age, we're leaving the Pisces age, going into the age of Aquarius, and that is the water bear. That he's pouring the water out for tsunamis. I mean, it's crazy, literally crazy. I mean, anyway, here he is at the cup right here. The cup. Oh, there's so much in this. Anyway, I'm going to keep going because I don't want to say too much. And then we have the direction signified by this. So this is the blue. We have sunset, autumn, waning moon. In fact, it's a waning gibbous moon on 11/11. It's crazy. It's a waning. Water, tsunami. I mean, are you kidding me on this? That's the west. Point to the west. And there's all these directions. And then if you add a fifth point to the elements, you add spirit. And that is what? That is the fifth element. I can't make this up. That's the fifth element. And who's the fifth element? It was a female energy. And this is not even the right direction, because that's not what a pentagram looks really supposed to look like. It's depicted all the time pretty much upside down. So remember, the female energy is pointing down. So there's the upside down triangle right there. And it's pointing down, okay? Fifth element, Lilu. I am supreme being. Whatever. I can't do the supreme being. Lilu. I could even do Lilu and all this stuff. You'd be blown away. The fifth element is a movie. It's about a female who's the answer to the world, to save the world. Are you kidding me? You can't make this up. Seriously, are you kidding me? You better see this. You better see this. I mean, are you kidding me? Now here we go. What is in our country that is built into the streets of our capital of the United States? DC, right there. And the female energy is pointing to what? The White House right here. Can you believe this? Are you kidding me? Bam. And that is a president. That is Stinky B.O., the 44th pres. I have got so much evidence. This is even more. Man, this is crazy. Hopefully this blows your mind, man. Wow. Okay, again, triangle, whatever. But what does it say right here? It says competency-based right here, right there. See? And what is that? That's 474. What's 474? Remember? It's Barack Obama right here, 474. And then master's degree. Boom. Master's degree is what? 11, 22. Because these add up to 11 right here. So 11, 22. Are you kidding me? You can't make this stuff up. Boom. And then less than is 98, which is, what is it? It's September 8th, which was when the Queen died. And then we have when Stinky B.O. is going to die, or reported death. Just like the Queen was reported death on 9/8, and he's the real Queen 11/8. And these are both the same day, because that's Novem and that's Novem. Telling you. And then 1 year right here is 1 year is 50. What's 50? It's the balance of the day of the year, which is November 11th is 315 day of the year with 50 days left over. And that's what this is showing. We're showing destruction we're showing destruction, birth, destruction, birth. Destruction, birth, destruction, birth. Oh, it's crazy. Boom. Next one. Under is destruction. 2/8 is hiding. 11/8. Then that's the destruction in Manhattan. Again, that's where he is. Or the reported day of his destruction. He dies on 11/7, and it was reported on 11/8. And then under is also in full reduction. 2/6 is 1/16. Upside down and backwards is 9/11. And then what's 11K? 11K, remember 11K is K is 11, or it's also 16, but we're going to just do 11/11 on this, and we turn this 1/16 upside down, which is, so 9 and 1 and then 1 is 11, 1 and then 1. Okay, that's what it is. Boom, man. And then look, Phoenix, just outside of Phoenix, right in the suburbs of Phoenix, in Anthem, Arizona, is the Veterans Memorial, the Anthem Veterans Memorial. And you have these things that focus the sun, and the Phoenix is about the sun, God, from the sun, okay? And it shines through and awakens the Phoenix, and the Phoenix comes back to life right here. You think this is an eagle. No, it's a Phoenix. It's a Phoenix, okay? Wow, it's a Phoenix coming back to life. Boom, right here on what? Veterans Day. Okay, on Veterans Day, which is coming up here on 11/11. And this literally happens on 11/11 at 11/11. Okay, and by the way, that's Veterans Day is 163, and then remember, he is 163, and it happens on 11/11. This exactly shines through here on 11/11 at 11/11. in Phoenix, right in the area of Phoenix. And it's called Anthem, but it's like a suburb of Phoenix. Are you kidding me? You can't make this stuff up. You can't. They position this exactly right to be at 11:11, 11:11. And then what else was on 11:11 on 11 a.m., or the 11th hour, 11 a.m.? What was that? The armistice, the end of the World War, and the armistice treaty, whatever, or armistice day, or armistice. The armistice is 9/7, which is backwards, 79. Lightning falling from heaven. Are you kidding me? Is that another just massive coincidence? I don't think so. Again, we have 11:11 going off the charts, and we have Phoenix again. Oh, I got more Phoenixes. I got Joaquin Phoenix. What about him? What about Joaquin Phoenix? Is he part of this? Heck yeah. I'm going to prove it. You ready to get your mind blown out the back of your head? You got to look for it for a while like I did and put it back in if you can. I don't know if you can, but we'll see if we can. Joaquin Phoenix, okay, is born on October 28th, right here. October 28th, 1974. What is that? I'm going to show you step by step just simply what that is. Boom, boom. Oh, what did I do here? Hold on. Okay. Sorry. I was clicking something. Okay. So October 28th, 1974 is what? So 2 plus 8 is 10. So we have 10, 10. We'll get rid of this 9 because anything you add 9 stays the same. And then we're going to have a 1, and then 7 plus 4 is 11. So we're going to have this. And then we keep going. We're going to take the zeros away. Well, no, actually, we're going to switch the 1 and the 0 right now first. 1 and the 0, switch that. And then now it's this. And then we're going to take the zeros are hiding O, and O is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So O is 6, and 6 is O. So you have 1, 6, 6, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, ready? Here we go. Now 6 plus 6 is 12. And then we have this one. So 1 and 6 plus 6 is 12. And then these other ones. Are you following me where this is going? And then 1 plus 1 is 2. And then this 2 is 2, 22. And backwards, that's 11, 11, 20, 22, 22. Are you kidding me? And that was his birth. And it's the birth of the Phoenix. And even more, he was the Joker. He played the Joker in Joker, the movie Joker. He played the Joker in Joker. Why? Who knows why? But to program you. Because in the movie, all the clocks said 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. The Joker. Because he's Phoenix. He's born 11, 11, and he's going to encode. And he's talking about he is an example of the Joker or the comedian or the jester, or whatever. There's so many things that Sticky BO is, and a huge reason is because Joker is 201 backwards. The birth of Isis and also the event 201 backwards is Joker. It's capital, so it's Francis Bacon's capital letter. Okay, so 201 right here. I mean, seriously, bam. And then Event 201, how is this linked? I told you earlier I was going to link it. Event 201 was on October 18th. That was, read this, I'm not going to say it right here, exercise, right? Okay, October 18th, right? Boom, 10:18. What was 10:18 right here? Remember Jesus said, Luke 10:18? That is what 201 is. Event 201 is what happens here. He's falling. That is referring to 11, 11, and 11, 12. Luke 10:18. I'm going to prove it even more. Ready? So October is Octo, which is, well, no, don't say it's October. Just say October is the 10th month of the Gregorian. Take away the 0, and you have 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. Get rid of that. 2, get rid of 0. And then 1 and get rid of 9. So you have 1, 2, 1. And that's what's 2? 1 and 1. So you have 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay? That's 11 also, and that's showing the day, and that's what it's referring to, what event 201 is. Plus, I'm going to show you another way. So from that date to the day for, remember I showed you that November 1st is also November 12, 22, right here, like that. November, 1 plus 2 is 12, and then 2, 2, and get rid of the 0, and get rid of that 0. So November 1st is a birthday. It's the first day, but this is also technically his birthday as well. He literally has, in this 14-day process, he has 4 birthdays, 1 death day in the middle. Exactly in the middle. Okay, so there's 4 birthdays and 1 death day in the middle. Okay, and there's symbolic. Okay, one is a literal one because, well, in a sense they're literal, but this is a literal one because lightning falls from heaven and strikes his dead body, and then he comes back. He's the king of the zombies. So he's not really possessing his body. Something else is. Okay, in a sense. Okay, so this is crazy. So, but from this day to this day, which is also this day, from this day to this day is what? 11 days. No way. That's why they picked this day. Not only this has the numerology 1111 like I just showed you, but you get to this day and it's that day. And then this day actually means this day. So you literally have this day and that day being the both days, 1111 and 1112. Oh man, do you get this? Hopefully you do. Now, like I said, I'm predicting that the Halloween and the November 1st are going to be the pre-day and the first day right here. And I thought that she might die on the first day, and that was September, but it's really Novem, which is the real 9. I thought it would be number 1, but it's really the 8th day. So Stinky BO is going to die on the November 8th, okay, but she does September, which is the real November, which is 9, okay. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. And then he's going to come. I'll be back. I'm coming back. Okay, he's coming back. And minimum, he's going to say he's going to run for 2024. Maximum, he's going to get involved in some kind of peace. And I've said this months and months ago. Maximum, he's going to get in some kind of peace thing. He's going to try to broker peace between Russia and Ukrainians. And it's going to backfire. He might even include, he's going to do something through Israel with that. And we might even have Naftali Bennett come back. He stepped down as a prime minister. And recently we had the prime minister of Hungary say that, and this was recent, confirming what I said months before that the prime minister of Hungary said that basically Trump would be perfect for, making this peace deal between these two or whatever. And that, I said months before that could be a big possibility, and to be using the power of Israel. And then also Israel is, they're saying Ukraine, Zelensky just said that if Israel should pick what side they're on, and that was in the news recently I saw. And so a lot of this stuff I said months ago, it looks like it might be happening. And so he can come back. He's going to come back here, and then I think he might be part of this. And then, again, we might have something with him and Naftali Bennett, because I'll be back, Bennett. God, he is the commando. He is John Matrix. He's Donald Trumple, or Donald Johnsels, Trumples. Okay, anyway, he's all the Johns in revenge movies. Come back for revenge, and then he's gonna really mess it up, and he's gonna be the Trojan horse I said he was 4 years ago. Going to be the Trojan horse for Christians and conservatives. He's going to mess it up, and this is all planned. This is all their plan. It's all his plan with them. He's all part of this. I'm telling you, you'll see. He'll come back on that day, and then on 11/8, when the nukes goes off in Manhattans, they're going to say he's in Trumple Tower. Anyway, the same first day, I'm guessing that there'll be at least a heightened of this, and then we could have a brand new variant called Touzles. I'm just going to say it that way, Touzles. La Palma is going to go off on the first day, and then we could have, it looks like we'll probably have this dam go off and break, and possibly this one in China as well. And all the things I predict, again, pinned at the top of comments, and they're there for anybody to check out, okay? So here we go. Next one is, boom. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Wait till you see this. This is literally this pre-day, which is a form of his birthday. Again, this is Octo, okay, 31st, or Octo. 3 plus 1 is 4. Octo is 8, and 3 plus 1 is 4, 8, 4. And Stinky BO was born on that. And his name is Barak, which is exactly 1031 backwards. Barak, 1031 backwards, being a birthday. Octo, 3 plus 1 is 4. Octo 4 is 8, 4. CQBO was born on August 4th, which is 8, 4. And this is Octo 4. And also this exactly backwards right here is 1031. Are you kidding me? And are you ready for this? Obama is 1116 or 111. And I said 6 is 2022. Barack Obama, lightning from a high place. Or heaven. Boom, right there. Can you believe that? I found that like a few weeks ago, and then I was going to put it on one of my parts, and and this is perfect to put it here. So, wow. Hopefully you get this, because it's incredible. There's no way this could be. If this is, there's no way. This is insane. It gives a lot more credence to some of these things I've been sharing with Strong's numbers, and how they were divinely inspired as well to foretell things like I just showed you in the beginning. And people are getting these. They're getting tattoos of this. So many people have seen this, and it ends up being kind of an occultish thing, as well as different things, and a mystical thing. They're getting tattoos of this. tattoos to join people together and stuff like that. Like, look, I am with you. Who are you with? I know who you're with. Here's one right there. I know who you're with. Remember the lightning bolt? I mean, look at this. Yeah, they have no clue. Maybe they do, but or maybe this person's amazing and knows, but most people don't know that that's the day of the lightning bolt. I'm telling you, this is insane. Boom, ready. So I want to thank you. So this is a show that was on for a couple of years called Black Lightning. Again, Stinky BO supposedly black, and he's the lightning guy, Barack Obama, lightning falling from heaven. I mean, we got female and male together. He is both, and the colors red and blue are purple, and then he is also gold because he's royal. He's a king. Red and blue are gold, and you got a woman and a male being together. Red and blue make purple. He's the color purple for a number of reasons, and ultraviolet and all this stuff. And then he's gold being the king. Oh, so much going on here. Black lightning. I mean, so I'm saying resist the lightning. Just resist. That's my code for resist the AntichristObama. Okay? I mean, seriously, resist the lies that be programmed, and even, you know, in all movies and TV and everything, even those commercials like what I just showed you. Are you kidding? Wow. Okay, so, wow, I did this pretty fast. Faster than I normally do. So I'm just going to leave it at that, and hopefully this blew your mind. Please, for the mercies of God, share this with other people. Share this with as many as you can. I think I'm proving this is happening. I mean, like I said, we'll see. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen. I'm saying, man, it looks like it. It's incredible what I have now in my last 4 total videos now. This is insane. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And God bless you. And hopefully you share this with as many people as possible. Hopefully this blew your mind, because it blew my mind out of the back of my head. I mean, it just, Lord, it's amazing. Jesus, you're amazing. You're awesome. I want to thank you, Lord Jesus. I want to thank people for supporting me with comments and prayers. I'm doing so much better than I've ever done. And it's only been since 3 or 4 weeks now, I guess, with that one video where I told people the sleep apnea and stuff. And what I did was twofold, and I've tested this out. Turn off my phone, because I'm either being attacked specifically, or it's through the waves, the radiation or something is causing my soft palate to close up, and I can't. I'm snoring so heavily that I can't breathe and stuff like that, and it's crazy. But when I turn off my phone, and then a particular natural herbal supplement I was taking that someone told me about, that's helping that somewhat. Helping that's, you know, but the phone thing, when the phone was back on, it immediately, I noticed it right away that it was, you know, so that those 2 things. Thank you so much, those people that mentioned those things. I'm so thankful, so thankful. God bless you 1,000 times over, and people who pray for me and everything. And then I'm just gonna say, if you're able to give, please give. If you're able to give, links are in the description box for PayPal and for Zelle Pay and things like that. But that's great. Thank you so much. I'm so blown away. So I'm gonna leave it at that. This is Exalted Lamb 1 over now.